Hello, it is 11:56 a.m. on St. Patrick's Day, March 14th, 2025. And I am here to drop in and tell you about a craft that I did yesterday and did not film myself doing. And the reason I didn't film myself doing it was because I was calling a friend while I was doing it, and that would be too much to manage all at once. Sometimes it's nice to just do things for yourself and not have to worry about documenting the process as you're doing it. So the thing that I was doing is actually sitting directly behind me, so I'll go grab that. So you probably saw this in the background of a couple of the other videos that I posted. This is Toy Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's, and this is a costume that I've had for a while. Like, I made her a long time ago, and it's not just the head, it's like a whole costume. Yeah, I made her like 3 years ago for Halloween, and I went to like a house show with her, and it was so fun because I like moshed with the head on and stuff. So those were really, really good memories with my friends. And then I also took part of her costume to go see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie when that came out with my friends, and most of us like dressed up in Five Nights at Freddy's characters' costumes. So this is Toy Chica. She's from the second game. She's kind of supposed to be like more of a sexy character, which is why I chose her to make a costume out of, because I thought it would be pretty funny to just have like a something that's as nerdy and as that, but like I still really I feel really confident wearing it, because it's like the head is like big and bulky and scary, and then like the outfit's like, ooh, you know. Yeah, so that's like one of my favorite projects I've ever done. Like, this mask is not the most well-constructed thing in the entire world. Like, if you know anything about this kind of stuff, like, this is like just foam and duct tape and glue. It's just like not lined. Eventually I want to line it. But the improvement I made last night is that, well, I'll back up. When I originally made this mask, the intention was that you would see out of the mouth. So I had like padding up at the top here, so that when you put it on, like your eyes, and I can't do it with my headphones on, but I'll show you in a second, the eyes would be looking out this way. And visibility on that was really bad, and I kind of regret doing it like that. But that's just the way that the mask was constructed, and you know, it was what it was. But I've been thinking about for a while that I should like cut the eyes out, because the eyes used to just be like a little divot and there was like nothing in it, and you can't see it because it's pretty well hidden, but there's now mesh in the eyes, and I've taken out the thing that was at the top so that my eyes actually now look directly out of here, and there's mesh, and it goes all the way through, so you can actually see out of the eyes now, as well as the mouth. If you wanted, you know, looking down, I guess you could still use the mouth. It's also really good for breathability, the mouth, so I'm not mad about this being open still. I also think it's creepy, kind of adds to creepiness factor if you see like a human mouth inside of this head. And if you know anything about Five Nights at Freddy's, like that, it kind of makes sense. Anyways, apologetics aside, that's what I was doing. And so something that I decided to do to like save money and sort of upcycle was I took, instead of like buying eye mesh, which is like a thing that you can buy like from a craft store, a lot of like fursuit makers have them like specific for fursuit eyes. It's mesh that like you can see out of, but it's really hard to see into. Instead of buying something that was like meant for that, I actually had some burlap from a costume that my partner made this Halloween. I took the burlap and I sealed up the sides of it, because burlap like will kind of unravel on you. So like I sealed up the sides of it with some clear nail polish, and then I painted the whole thing black because I had some black acrylic paint. So it basically created that eye mesh that you would buy like specifically for this purpose, except I just used burlap, which is something that I had, so it cost me $0 basically to make an improvement to this costume. And I try and shine my flashlight through the back of it so that you can see. There you go. It's pretty creepy, but you can see it like goes all the way through. There's the burlap. And when you're wearing it, you know, there wouldn't be a light inside of it. So like when I look at it just like this, and it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but you cannot see through the eye holes. But when I wear it, you can see out super well. So I'm super proud of that. And I also just used old scrap fabric I had to reline the eyes, hot glue I had. So this was like a $0 little project I did, and super happy with it. Another thing, if you're, I don't know why you'd be wanting tips on this, but aside from the burlap thing, my partner has this, to cut the foam, my partner has this like little, what is it called? It's like a razor blade kind of thing, and you like click it out, click, 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 and it goes like, you can go longer or shorter. And I used that to like sort of punch through the foam. And so I would like stick it in and then I'd like click it out while it was in there. Kind of gross, kind of like a shot maybe, ew. And then that would help me to get through the foam because the foam is super thick. You could see like I didn't buy the right kind of foam initially for this project, but I think I've made it work. So I'm gonna put the head on and show you. Okay, here's the head on. I don't know if you can hear me very well. Like, maybe I should get close to my mic. But yeah, I mean, you can see my mouth. There's my tongue. Through it, but I think the eyes, I can see through them really well. I can see myself in my screen as I'm talking. I think I have to like kind of go like this a little bit to see, but that's alright. I couldn't really change the placement of the eyes because I had already had this costume like half made for another purpose, but I think I was able to fix it up nice enough. The other thing I did is that I had to cut out a hole for my nose, and I think that's something that I didn't really think of initially because the mouth sort of accommodated my nose before when it was sitting more like this. Like, you can see I'm seeing out like that. I hope you can hear me. But yeah, now my nose is like sitting right in the foam, like right here is where my nose is. So I had to sort of like snip out like a hole for my entire nose into the foam so that I can like breathe and be comfortable and that my nose is not just like smushed up like this. So yeah, I think this thing is like way more wearable now. Like I'm really excited. Oh, the other context that I didn't say is that I'm going to an event tonight, and my friends have requested that I wear this, and that's why I decided to do the upcycle now. Because I've been thinking about it for a while, and I was like, I want to come, and I want to be able to wear this for a long amount of time. Like, the longest I wore it with the, like, previous design without the eyes cut out is I wore it to that house show, and I moshed in it, but I was essentially blind when I was moshing, and I was so sweaty and gross. It was really awful. Like, it was so fun, but it was kind of awful. So it's gonna be like a board game night, kind of like chill, and I want to be able to wear it for a while because I think it would be really funny. So people were requesting that I wear it, and I think, you know, it's the kind of thing where people would want me to wear it for a while. I think it would be pretty fun to like be her for a while and sort of, I don't know, like role playing, but like we have fun. Yeah, but like I could play a board game now or a card game with this on because I can see out of the eyes and I could actually breathe and talk to you. Like if I'm playing a card game, I'm gonna have to be like real, you know, like get really into it, but like I think it, you know, it's way more functional now, so I'm super happy about that. Eventually I want to line this thing. I also really want to rip all the fabric off and redo it because like I don't even know what the hell is going on back here. Anyways, so that was my project. That is all I really wanted to share with you today. Basically, you don't need a lot of expensive supplies to do a craft. Sometimes you can just figure out, use what you have, and you don't need to go to the craft store. You don't need to spend a bunch of money. And I try to acquire, like, if there's like an offcut of fabric, like I'll keep that around. I don't just like throw things away. Like if someone offers me art supplies, I always keep it, you know, within reason, because I know that I'm gonna use it at some point, and it's never worth it to just like throw scraps of fabric and stuff away, because I literally use fabric scraps from another craft for like the lining the eyes and then for the burlap. So keep things around, upcycle things, don't just throw things away if you still think that they can be useful, because crafting can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be expensive every time. Anyways, saving money is good. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Crafting brings me joy and you should try it too. Yippee! I will talk to you when I talk to you, and I'll see you later.